Okay, we're up here today in the mountains doing a vlog. Yeah, where are you? Oh, I was zoomed in too far. There you are. Hey. Okay. Hi. No, but we gotta keep walking. I know it's cold. It's not cold for dogs, but you just gotta give in to their feelings sometimes, even though that's not the truth. It's not too cold for you. Okay, we got a big vlog here. First off, shout outs for the people I missed who commented on the 12.5 vlog. No, the 12.7 vlog. Sorry. Or was it the 12.5? Okay. Bun Bun Hun, or was it Bun Bun Bun, and Han, who left a couple comments. Thank you. Sorry I missed you. And then people that commented on the 12.9 vlog. Shout outs to George, Jamie. D-Gen Boy, Doombot, Foundation, Sweet Poison, Antonio. I know we didn't get a lot of shout outs because that was recently updated yesterday. So I'll get you in the next ones. And if I missed any of you right now, I'll get you later. So, we got a lot of things to talk about today. Exciting vlog to close out the week. Crazy things happened on Saturday, the 10th of December. Crazy. We had the World Cup quarterfinals between Morocco, the Crows, versus Portugal, the Pigs. I don't know if they call them the Pigs, if they have a lot of pigs. I know the Spanish brought over pigs to the New World, Americas, so, and Portugal's right next to Spain. A lot of cultural influence of each other, so that's why we call them the Pigs over here. I don't know if that's the national animal. So the Portugal Pigs versus the Morocco Crows. I don't know if they even have crows in Morocco. They should have ravens, right? It's over here. There's a little naughty hill, Notting Hill. Oh, jeez, I almost slipped up here. So, in Saturday, crazy pumps. 3 Commas APIs got hacked, so crazy pumps. How could you have made money off that? Oh, wow, my old dogs. This is my old dog's graveyard right here. Wow, look at that. She used to run under that fence. I think there's a small opening in the bottom of that fence, and run across all the graves before she got hit by a car last year. I mean, yeah, sometimes these dogs do get hit by a car. Can't do anything about it. Well, I can try to keep them away from the cars, but they gotta run. Look at that, they gotta run. Okay, so start with the World Cup. I know I did the crypto last time on Friday or Saturday, so this one will be World Cup first. Here's a shot of this area. They come for the funeral. They stay for the flowers. Dun, 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 dun. Is this person going on a walk, or are they here for the funeral? So sad. No, it's happy. It should be a joyous event, celebration. The funeral is a time for celebration of the person's life or their death. If you love them or hate them, you can still celebrate. All right. Oh, there's a shot of those houses on the hill. So there was a fire or a gas leak over there in, I think, 2014. Look up the Pacific Bell gas leak, I think. Was it Pac Bell or some other bell? Yeah, Pacific Oil and Gas. Pacific Gas, PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric. That's it. So, all those people living in the houses, I heard it was 500,000 people had to be evacuated and housed for months at a time. I know it cost them billions to redo the gas pipes, the gas lines, because it just smelled like methane the whole time. I think people were getting woozy, smelling it all the time. natural gas. They got music there. This is the guy that works there. That's his car. He just comes and digs the graves all day. Do you want to be a grave digger or do you want to be a crypto trader? The best part about being both is you can dig your own grave. So if you were a grave digger before you retired thinking you could retire off being a crypto trader, then you can always dig your own grave after you have suicidal thoughts. So if you want to make it, you have to force yourself to overcome those suicidal thoughts, because life is constant battle between an intense burning desire to make it and conquer everything and then end it, just kill yourself. So it's this terrible pain that you should be living with if you're pushing yourself every day. You get depressed at times, you got to overcome. It's a lifelong battle to overcome those depressive hormones and neurotransmitters, your endorphin levels that are dropping after the crypto pump. They go sky high. You have your dopamine rushes that kick in. Serotonin levels fall once the pump's over. You got to keep them up, okay? You got to keep them up. You do that by winning, by making a goal and working toward it every single day of your life. So you can achieve something at the end of your life. You can say, I built this, I'm happy, this is it. Not, what the hell did I do? I did nothing. The hard part about being an existentialist is it doesn't matter. The universe is going to go on no matter what you do, right? So that's why I guess OX Sisyphus on Twitter, he has like 40,000 followers. Yeah, if you don't know who Sisyphus is, he just rolls the boulder up the hill, rolls it down the hill, up the hill, down the hill. That was his punishment for, I don't know what he did. He slept with some god. I mean, was it worth it? Who knows? So he just trades crypto the rest of his life. That's his punishment. Making millions on crypto forever. Never being able to quit. The terrible curse of looking at Bitcoin chart. Now you can never look away, right? I mean, if you managed to quit, it would have been nice. Bird watching, dog watching, whatever he's doing. So, yeah, you have to force yourself. You have to be depressed. You have to go through miserable times. You have to go through restless nights. If you're not going through restless nights, it means you're not pushing yourself. Should I kill myself today, or should I try to add on an extra figure? Should I go from 3 to 4 like Comfy did? He forced himself to go from 3 back to 4 when he fell to $800. Now he's back to 4, about $2,500. But he's pushing himself. He's riding the wave, and soon he'll be in 5 figures, maybe next year sometime. That's his goal, December 31st, but I don't know if he's going to make it. It's going to be hard to 4x unless he's completely degen. So, I can't go from crypto back to World Cup, back to crypto. So I'll go back to World Cup. No, I want to finish crypto. I'll just mention one more crypto. TKO. So TKO dipped from 58 cents on the Tuesday pump or Wednesday pump all the way to 34 cents. Saturday night, Sunday morning, wherever you are. And that was a buy. I was targeting the whole week. I said, I'm not going to FOMO. The news may come out Friday, Thursday. It didn't. So this thing's going to dip all the way to 35. Hit my buy zone. But unfortunately, I already FOMO'd in at 42 cents. So anyway, so I could add more at 35. It's at 36 now. It's your choice, but it's just going to bleed out. I think it gets back to 44, 45, even without news. The accumulation on Sunday night, Monday morning, that no news should send it back to the graveyard, 35 cents. Maybe below 35. Remember, it was 28 cents when the news broke, so by Tech in Asia. So we still have work to do regarding the retrace. Because a lot of these coins, it's either all or nothing. They either completely retrace, or the news is true, and in that case, you have to sell on the initial pump. Arm's getting a little tired. Okay, so that's TKO. Obviously, VGX, what the hell is still going on? The auction, I talked about it in Saturday's vlog. but it should pump. I don't think Binance acquires it. There's a chance they do, but it could be any other company bidding on it, a company looking to make a stab at crypto lending or whatever. All right. Keep it coming. Okay. So now I'll go back to World Cup. I mean, I just like crypto because there's so many opportunities versus passively watching a World Cup game, unless you're live betting, which I also do. Okay, so the first game, Morocco versus Portugal. Crows versus the pigs. I apologize to Portugal fans, Portugal citizens, Portugal heritage, ethnicities. If you're not the pigs, I'm just assuming that's your animal. Pig. So, Portugal was favorite to win, I think about 1.8, 1.7 if you bet on Portugal. And Morocco was 5.6. A return for every dollar that you bet. If Portugal won, and then you have draw at like 3.3. Hey, boo-boo-doo. Maybe draw was higher. Draw is usually somewhere in between win for one team and win for the others regarding the odds. Okay, so in the 44th minute of the first half, spoiler alert, I don't know his name again, sorry, I just don't look at the names that much. The Morocco player headed it into the goal, his massive Moroccan body from lifting those stones, and they put the stones inside the ovens and they make the camel meat. I don't know if this is why, but he's massive. He headed it in. He pushed the Portugal players out of the way legally, just bodied them out of the way like that. Not with his arms. You can't push with your arms. And he headed it in. So they went up 1-0. And then what happened in the second half? Giancarlo Ramos had a couple chances. Hey Bonnie, we're still gonna go, okay? I'll give you a minute to rest here. Hit a couple chances, and whoa, just wait for the wind. And Giancarlo Ramos could not score. He couldn't score, and he was the replacement. Remember the starter for Ronaldo because he was old, and the Portugal people responded 70% for no if he should be a starter, so he was benched by the coach. Anyway, so at the start of the second half, he comes in. Boom, 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 boom. Why didn't you just start in the second half? Why did they have to sub in him in the 47th minute? Anyway, here comes Ronaldo. And nothing much happening. Each side had their chances. I think Portugal had a little more chances in the second half. And then Ronaldo in the 87th minute. Dribble. A shot at goal right here. 2 meters in front of the keeper to the goal. Just has to make it by the keeper. And nope, the keeper stopped it. Just a lame Ronaldo. He didn't get all his body. You got to get the power. This is your lower body, your glutes, your hamstrings, your quadriceps, all these muscles, your lower back. You just got to get behind those kicks, those power in the kicks. It's not just your leg. Okay, it's everything behind there. Your torso, just your abdomen too. All these muscle groups working together. The power of those kicks. I always wondered as a kid watching the game. I went to a game over here once. I think it was like a minor league amateur game. It wasn't the Galaxy. It was someone else. I think it was pre-Galaxy, like 1996. No, Galaxy was 95 or 94. So it was post-Galaxy, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Galaxy. It was another league. It could have been a B league, like the level 2, the United States Soccer League or whatever it is. So the goalie had the goal kick, and he kicked it all the way to the opponent's penalty box. I'm like, damn, how did he kick it so far? And now I know you just gotta be strong in your lower body. It's all in the lower body. So your core is going to be your basically your abdomen, your lower back. Oh no! Oh, I did the splits. The splits are running. Just right. Oh, I'm just going in the bushes. So your obliques, the sides of your abdomens, and obviously a lot of times the lower body is associated with core workouts like squats, work your legs, your glutes, all that good stuff. Anyway, so I talked about steroid use in the last vlog and creatine use, but if you just want to feel good, get a little protein in you. If you want to build big muscles, you need that creatine. Okay, but you can do it every day with your protein if you want. Taking that protein every day for the rest of your life. That's the problem with working out. You literally gotta do it every day, every other day at least, for the rest of your life if you want to build consistent muscle definition. Especially as you age. As you age, you have to go even harder, take more supplements. You don't really have to take anabolics, but they do help. Sunday morning. Okay, so Ronaldo missed the chance. He didn't power it in. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He looks good. He looks like he's strong. I see his abs. He takes off his shirt sometimes in the men's magazines. And he didn't get that goal in. He's just sometimes you get one shot, sometimes you're off balance. I just think he was off balance for that shot. He wasn't completely centered, especially when the ball's moving. You have to get your foot behind the ball as it's moving, like that, and power it home with perfect power versus like hitting a baseball. You're standing in the box and you just boom, turn out of the park. It's just everything, arms, shoulders, glutes. Look at the body. Sports Illustrated the body issue with Giancarlo Stanton. It's crazy. Obviously he was on steroids. And they're wondering how are professional athletes on steroids? He takes a concoction, or he knows when they're going to test. They do random tests. In that case, he makes sure the stuff he's taking is under the radar and can't be tested for, or he cycles for a very brief time. He risks it for a couple weeks and then cycles off it. Doesn't go back for a few months. He just hopes he doesn't get tested during that time randomly. So that's how professional athletes hide it. And of course, when you take a goal kick or a free kick, you can get your whole body behind it because you know where the ball is. Just transfer the momentum or the power from your body, your muscles, into the ball or whatever you're hitting. All these sports are played with balls. Do we have a special reward in the vlog? If you can name a sport that isn't played with the ball. They do have them. An athletic sport, you got to be moving around, not like chess, by the way. Okay, so Morocco wins 1-0. Doesn't even go to penalties. I know some people are betting 0-0 since Morocco has only given up one goal in the whole tournament through now the first 5 matches, I think, versus Canada when they won 2-1. It's crazy. They could have lost to Canada. Oh, Canada hasn't made a World Cup since 94 or whatever. I don't think so. Oh, special shout outs to some Canadians like Leva. Who else is Canadian? Oh, Maybe is Canadian. Maybe Canadian. Oh, he is Canadian. His name is Maybe. Okay, so the second match. This is the marquee matchup. I know Portugal-Morocco was a great matchup. They technically don't border. They're separated by a body of water, which was a Strait of Gibraltar in the Mediterranean Sea. But they're like neighbors, right? Morocco and Portugal. But Spain, Morocco was a... Did they play each other? Yeah, I think Morocco defeated Spain before. That was like a big rivalry. Usually Spain and Morocco share a lot of cultural similarities and customs. The Moors, which were from North Africa, influenced a lot of Spanish culture in the, I want to say like the 800s, the 9th century and on, I don't know. maybe later than that, the 13th, 14th century, before Christianity really stamped their foot. Even though Christianity came up in the early or mid first millennium, AD or CE, Common Era. Okay, so yeah, this rivalry. Talked about it before. I previewed it in previous vlogs from last week. The French, La Française, versus the English, La Anglais, or L. Okay, Anglais. So, the English, which has 25% of our words that are borrowed from the French language, something like crazy like that, and half are Germanic, and another 25% are Latin or so, and like 5%, who the hell knows? Oh yeah, Hindi, sure, or what was before Hindi? Sanskrit, I guess, whatever. So you go back and back, there's letters and sounds, so that you can say with confidence that they borrowed from each other's languages. So, big rivalry, England versus France. Again, neighbors, even though they're separated by the English Channel, which is part of the Atlantic Ocean, I guess, the North Atlantic. So, we had a lot of people rooting for England. I wasn't sure if Scotty was rooting for or against England. People from Scotland, even though Scotty's not from Scotland, even though the Scot is a Scottish name, I'm pretty sure. So, and we had people rooting for France. I guess a lot of Europe's rooting for France. Germany might be rooting for France. Then the rest of the world, they're rooting for France. Just because England's like America, unless you're a fan of English football, the Premier League, you're probably rooting for England. But in general, people are probably rooting for France in that one because even though France is part of NATO, England, France, Germany, it's NATO, United States, a bunch of other countries now too. I guess Spain's in there now. But Australia is in NATO? How the hell? I guess Australia's in NATO. Anyway, Canada, yeah, Canada better be in NATO. So I think the original 5 members of NATO were United States, Canada, England, France, Germany. Not sure, have to look it up. Okay, wow. It's gonna be another 35 minute vlog. Okay, we can do this, but then it's gonna come out on Monday. Oh well. Sometimes it happens like that. Here, what I can do, I can publish the SD version, then say wait for the HD version. So you can do a initial viewing where it's sloppy and blurry, and then if you have a fast cable fiber optics connection, or Tesla, what's it called? Gigabit connection. What's the Tesla satellite? Starlink. Okay. So, not upload the SD version first. Okay, so England, I haven't even talked about the England versus France match. England versus France. Here we go. France is a slight favorite, about like 2.3 if you bet on France, versus England, that's like 3.2. So very close, and then draws like 2.6. Okay, let me take it back. So in the first half, we had, I don't know this guy's name, it's a French name, plus I only saw it once. Mizuhuku. I'm just making that up. I'm just remembering letters and putting them together. Huzugunu. Scores for France. He bops it in off his head, I think. So 1-0 France. I honestly don't even remember the first goal. Okay, here we go. The second goal. A foot inside the box, half a meter, or 0.3 meters inside the box. The little guy for England, forgot his name, the little striker, little Johnny striker. falls inside the box. Just a small trip or a step on the foot like that. Boom, he falls. And guess what? That's a penalty. VAR it. They VAR'd it, and in fact, it was a penalty. So, I guess who's coming up to take it? The captain, who plays for Tottenham Hotspurs, Harry Kane. Okay. So Kane's stepping up. And of course, it's early. He has to tie it. He is full of confidence. He steps up. What was it? I wonder what the time was on that. I think it was like the 67th minute. Early mid second half. Oh, sorry, I bopped you on the head with my shovel. Sorry about that. So, Harry Kane steps up and boom, powers it into the upper left corner of the net. Whoosh! No way the goalkeeper was stopping that. Too fast, too hard, too much power, too far to the side. And then, in the 83rd minute, Giroud gets the ball across inside the box, about middle left to the back, middle left back inside the box, and boom, powers it in. And guess what? It's 2-1 France. Looks like France is gonna win, right? Well, wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. No. Spoiler alert. Here it comes. From. Go that way. Go that way. Might not. Can we go down if we go that way? Okay, we're going this way anyway. So, now, in the 88th minute, or 89th minute, another cross on the English side. England had twice as many shots, so they were really putting on the display of dominance. They just couldn't capitalize. So inside the box, 1v1, the French defender is coming for the ball, right? He's not even looking at the ball. He's just looking at the eyes of the other player. The ball's coming over here to the right, okay? And he's looking at the player, and he just, boom, bodies him. You're not allowed to push another player with your body. Even though I said the Moroccan player did that, that was legal since it wasn't so obvious. So, and the English attacker falls down. The ref doesn't see it because of the angle. Remember, the ref's on the ground. He doesn't have the overhead view of the field. He's going to miss a lot of fouls and contact. He has to be right next to the players and the ball at all times, which is hard because he can't be all over the field. The ref probably does more running than all the players, right? I got to look that up. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But he's not going as fast. He doesn't have to sprint. Well, sometimes he does. Okay. So VAR says, oh yeah, it's a penalty. And then the doctor referee on the American commentary and Fox Sports says, I would have to agree that definitely is a penalty. And it was awarded the penalty. So guess who steps up? When I saw Harry Kane, I said, no, not Harry Kane. It's a lot of pressure on a player to make 2 penalties in a World Cup game. It's probably happened twice in history. I got to look that up. But huge amount of pressure. And also no player has ever missed 2 penalties in the World Cup until Messi did it. I think he did it twice. Did he? No, not in the same game. But last week he missed a penalty. So, versus, they still won 2-0. Versus, I forgot who it was again. Anyway, Harry Kane steps up, and I just had a terrible feeling about Harry Kane. I'd bet on draw, I'd bet on France, but I would have won more money on a draw. I would have won more money on France by 2 goals. I like to bet all over the place. Helps you avoid heavy losses in gambling since it is so random, and you're like, oh, I can't believe they tied it. I can't believe they came down from 2 goals, which was in the Argentina-Netherlands game, right? 2 late goals from 2-0 to 2-2, but then the Austin shootout, crazy. So I like to keep my bets live betting. And Harry Kane steps up, and I said, he's going the same The same place, I bet. He's gonna be nervous, full of butterflies in his stomach. He's just gonna overshoot it. He's gonna boot it too hard. And guess what? He booted it too hard. Spoiler alert. Over the goal. Goalkeeper does. The best is when the goalkeeper doesn't even have to move. Not because it scores, but because it sails over the goal or around the goal. So that's pretty much it. I mean, 10 minutes more because we had 2 regulation and then 8 minutes of added time. And England just couldn't get the equalizer. They did have a free kick right outside the box, but it didn't go in. A final free kick. The player, it sailed over the goal. It hit the back of the net, so it had a chance, but it was still like a meter too high, and the keeper probably would have defended it. The straight up at the keeper goals are pretty easy to defend. It's the ones that swish left and right that are hard. Okay. These vlogs are getting longer and longer. So sorry, Harry Kane. I don't know if it's, I gotta look up the statistics. Just if you're taking 2 penalties in the same game, which is rare for the same player to even attempt 2 penalties, don't go to the same spot, because you know the goalkeeper's gonna be saying, okay, I bet he goes here, I'm just gonna protect. Because imagine not protecting the same spot and having the player, the opposing kicker that's kicking the goal, make it in the same spot against you. That's so embarrassing. And that's gonna haunt your dreams, saying, why didn't I go to that spot? So of course he's going to that spot. And it sailed over anyway, because, okay, supposedly the keeper cheated. He started the move a centimeter before Harry kicked the ball and out of the corner of his eye, even though he's staring at the ball. You stare at the ball, sometimes you stare at the keeper. You look up a second before you make the kick. I'm not the penalty guy, I don't know, but there's like the slow march. It used to be just run up to the ball like that, but now you do the slow, try to see which way the keeper's going. But Harry already decided he was going the same spot. Instead of just booting to the right, if he saw the keeper start to cheat to his left, Harry's left, not the keeper's left, he obviously has to go right or middle. Just soft boot it. Just the thing is, when you go opposite ends to your foot, I mean, like you run up in a curve and you're supposed to hit it like right here on your foot. So when you go this way, it's like a lot of toes, like this part more to this part when you go to the left if you're right footed. But when you go to the right, you have to, I mean, you can angle it like that too. So you're gonna hit it with all your toes like that, right? Or you can hit it with the side of your foot, and you're not gonna get full power if you use the full side of your foot versus the upper half of your foot. Supposedly, I mean, just the way the momentum's transferred from your body. So it would have been a bit softer, but he still could have kicked it hard enough to get into the goal. Anyway, so it was over. Oh, it was over. Spoiler 2-1. That was a little quail. I wish I got it versus I was kind of over there. Hopefully I got the last bit of that quail. Okay. So, what were we doing now? Oh yeah, that match is over. So France, in a heartbreaking loss for England, France wins 2-1 and advances to their second straight in 2018. Spoiler alert. They made it all the way to the finals and defeated Croatia. And Croatia's in the finals. So we have Croatia versus Argentina. Wait. Croatia. Can't do that. Literal. That Serbic, Balkan voice. Croatia versus Argentina. And Monaco versus France. I can't. I'll never be able to speak French, a native French accent, or even an American accent. That's the World Cup. Wow, it's getting late. This is probably, no, I think I can do 5 minutes of crypto. So back to crypto. So Saturday, we had the API leaks. It started with Osmo. Osmo got sent. So you saw like everyone's bots were triggered. Osmo started the day at 89 early morning, Saturday. And then it went to $1. No one cared. Well, pretty good, 10%. And then another minute candle went from $1 to $1.29. So now the bots, your pump bots, your Telegram bots, the signal to pump, whatever you're using to monitor pumps, if you're bored like that, you're like, what the hell is going on with Osmo? So 129, and then I saw it at 233. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is going on with Osmo? Obviously, I can't buy it that high at 233 because it's up 2.5x. And then $4, and you're like, holy crap, it hit $4. Solid 4x, 4.5x. And then the next candle took it to $12.50, which is only $600,000 on the spot USDT pair. I don't think there were Osmo futures. It would have been crazy to trade those futures, and unless you're good at that, catching pumps on futures with leverage without getting liquidated. And then Osmo was hanging around like 390 for 4 more minutes, and then I realized, wait, I got $1,500 on Osmosis Dex. Let me see if I can buy some Osmo and send it over. At that point, the pump was already dead. It took 15 minutes for Binance to confirm my deposit, and it was back to like 115. I bought at 104, so I made 10%. I made $150 on it, 140, 5. It's like, who cares, right? And then I tried to buy Atom and send it to Osmosis Dex using the Kepler wallet, but it just took too long. It took 50 minutes. It was just too long, okay? But the second big pump, so I think there were like 12 coins that went crazy, maybe 8 coins. So the second huge pump took ARK block. What the hell is ARK? Nobody knows. Get on the ARK. It's actually a native chain. So if we go that way, we come down too late. I don't know what time it is. I started this vlog around 10:50. So that would be 11:30. Do we have time to go around? Up and around, I don't know. I'll just keep it simple. Go this way. So look at that chocolate. It looks good, right? If you have sugar craving, if you're diabetic, yeah, have chocolate. Let's have some mud. No, it's chocolate, like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Oh no, that's chocolate. You can have some. Just bite right in. I got too close to the chocolate. You never want to get all the way in the chocolate. You can look, smell, and maybe even taste, but don't go all the way into the chocolate. Okay, so ARK started the day at 26.6 cents and went all the way to like $2 or something. I don't know what it hit. I remember seeing it at 189. I'm like, holy crap, what a pump. Like, am I supposed to buy it 60, 70 cents? No, I'm too late, right? You don't want to buy that at 3x already, 2x. So, you don't know if it's going to be a fake pump where they don't pump it all the way, depending on the books. You don't have the bot set up for the books, liquidity. Wait, what happened to her? Bonnie, did you go into the bush? She knows the way back. I'm not worried about her. I'll pick her up later if I have to. So what was cool about this one, actually Osmo could have done it too, but ARK wasn't really going nuts like Osmo was. Okay, there she is. People are also arbing Osmo for MEXC, I think, and whatever other sex it's traded on, but it went to like $2 within 2 minutes, so fast, or 3 minutes. So you had to spot it and then jump on it and be willing to buy 2x or over 2x, which is super risky in these pump and dumps, because obviously they don't. So ARK was actually 32 cents, 33 cents still on OKX and MEXC. They don't require KYC, by the way. You can just hop in if you're going to do. I think MEXC has 2 BTC daily limits, and then OKX has a crazy limit, like 200,000. It was 5 million at one point, then it was 500,000. Now it's like 200,000. So, oh no, this is slippery. So people bought and tried to send to Binance, and guess what? Binance had closed deposits. So people sold. They're like, screw this. There's no point holding. It's just going to dump again. But guess what it did? It climbed all the way to 60. Well, first, the initial pump on OKX went to 50 cents, 50.8 cents. And MEXC went to 57 cents. Then they retraced, both coins retraced all the way to 30 cents, which is only about 11.5% pump on the day. Or 12%. So you have pretty good risk to reward, right? Buying it at 30 cents, accumulating whatever you want to do from 30 to 33 cents, hoping it shoots up to like 50 cents again. And then deposits open and the price jumped on OKX from 41 cents to 61 cents. So a nice instant 50% pump. And then people tried to send to Binance and they realized, holy crap, withdrawals take 50 minutes from OKX, and then I gotta wait another 10 minutes or 15 minutes to get it to Binance. It's over at that point, right? The price fell from $1.39 at that point to 50 cents or 45 cents, and it's like, yeah, it's over. So you got to catch those ARBs early and accumulate, and then when wallets open, you see the spike. You don't even have to have an alert on for when wallets open. You can just set your sells and sell for 50% or 2x, whatever you want to do. And they should hit if price is 30 cents and $1.50 on Binance still, 4 or 5x, then obviously it's a good time to buy on the other exchange and just put your sells in there. You don't have to send over to Binance, because a lot of people, too many people are trying to do that. Just take the 50%, take the 2x and be happy. Anyway, that's the alpha there. If you made it to the end. And remember, you got to stay positive, and you got to be positive in your misery. So obviously it's not happy all the time. It's pain and pleasure. Happy that you're working through your pain. Like at the end of the pump, like you just destroyed your muscles, just destroyed your body. You ran a marathon, whatever you did, and now you feel good. You're ready to conquer the world, even though in a half hour or hour you're gonna pass out and be sore for 2 or 3 days. Unless you're on anabolics, steroids, then you're gonna recover faster. And again, shout outs to all the people that I didn't shout out again. The master traders. Tick is on the up and up now. They call it the AI narrative. So a lot of invites for Tick are gonna get sent out, but I think they're limited invites. I gotta talk to Nacho about that. Anything else? Yeah, remember, stay positive within your pain. You gotta find a way to be positive by setting your goals, setting your long-term goals, setting your daily goals, and working toward them. Because if you're not setting goals, if you're just I want buy, sell, like, you're gonna lose your money, and your brain's not gonna know what's going on. It's gonna be all over the place. You don't want that. Thanks for watching.